Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Stop the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Stop the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Stop the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Stop the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at, you know what it be, playing this here for the keeps, had to make out with a feast, a family to feed, third cold where the trophy should be, EA got me in the game now, gridiron with the gang now, they're here with a lane now, my home second with a rain now, legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the hill.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Stop the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Stop the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
She-Rag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win.
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Houston Texans.
Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
46-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And able to push forward from right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 40.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, it's Johnson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. they go on fourth. Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
First down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Ben Roethlisberger is sacked. A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Akeem Spence busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away.
Bradley Roby on the coverage defensively.
On the return comes Cobb. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's
3rd and 2. Watson finding Fells complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good gains there back-to-back for Houston in the passing game, and another 1st down.
The Texans 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air yet again, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Then a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Intercepted by the Texans.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
To Will Fuller. Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Texans 13. Steelers nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the handoff, it's Samuels. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
No spacing. Where's 52? Watch 22, 44. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Here we go.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll hand it off now to Samuels. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Ball carrier. Bernardrick McKinney on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
This is Samuels. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
Here we go.
And it's a touchdown.
Let's do this.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Texans 27, Steelers nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
15 yards on the play, first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
On the carry, it's Samuels. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. There goes Green. And he will have a touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Texans 34, Steelers nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and 7.
I got you. I hate these two. Check 43.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. They'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
41-yard
on 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man on the out route. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play, and it'll move the chains. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Boswell's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He'll buy some time right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense, because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. Open man, the tight end fells. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. To throw here, Roethlisberger. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
By the Texans.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Check. Check hot. Switch. Check it back. You go top.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. First down, Texans.
The first down carry here for Johnson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
From the gun, here's Watson trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
The Steelers' 43-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Texans 41, Steelers 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
For a Pittsburgh Steeler.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 20.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's complete to Watt. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st down, McFarland. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
2nd and 7.
Conley on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings
Roethlisberger will throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
That's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They go to Johnson again. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
He's taken down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on third down, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23.
3 yards. First down, Texans.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Houston.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
No gain on the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And Watson's going to throw it here. He's got 4. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
14. And the Texans first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Flushed out right. And it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Steelers 23.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
The tackle. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Texans. Today's final score, Texans.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.